Happy Monday. It is Monday, right? Yes, I'm lost on days. It is the 13th of September. So we are close to halfway through the month already. That's crazy. I hope you guys had an amazing Monday or whatever day you're watching this on. You might be watching this further on in the week, which is perfectly fine. Welcome to Stitch with Mel. I am Mel. I'm Melissa. Welcome to all of you who have come back to see what's going to happen this week. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you guys for joining us on this journey. I was kind of thinking today when I was getting ready to record this, many of you don't know what to expect when you come on here. And it's kind of become just a vlog with stitching. So sometimes it's more inspiration, sometimes it's more stitching, and I hope that's okay with you guys because that's just me. That's what I do. This week has been a very long week. I do have my coffee, so go get you something to drink to enjoy our time. I promise you, I am not the kind of person who is going to result in risking your cross stitching with spewing fluids because everything's so funny. So I was watching somebody the other day. Oh my goodness, I was laughing so hard, y'all, so hard. And I was like, this could be dangerous. So yeah, there are some people out there that you can't have your drinks around your stitching because it's gonna make a mess. Anyways, it's been a long week. That's where I was at. I was like, where was I at with that? We are still down a person at work, and so this is day 7 for me. I will have tomorrow off at that job and work my other job. I work for my mom when I'm not at work at the sheriff's office. And so, of course, she's been suffering because I haven't been there because I've been working 7 days straight. And so, yeah, tired is an understatement, but it's okay. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. It's going to be okay. My next round of days is 7 days as well. So, it's just one of those things. That's what happens. We're a small agency. For those of you who don't know, I dispatch for a sheriff's office. We're a small agency. One person per shift. We have 4 shifts. So when one of us leaves, gets sick, whatever, the rest of us pick up the slack, and one of us left. So, yeah, we're having to cover a lot of hours. And sometimes that's great, because, it's great to have the little bit of extra funding. I'm getting about, I think this week I've got, it's not this week, it's 2 weeks, but I think this paycheck, I'm going to have 102 hours. Last one was like 100. It just kind of fluctuates depending on what the schedule looks like. So, yeah. I know 50 hours a week doesn't sound like a lot, but, when you're literally up and down on the emotionals and everything else, it's exhausting. And I start my day at 4:30 in the morning because I go in at 6 on my 12s, and I go in at 8 on my 8s, and I don't want to break my train of thought on my waking up time, because that would be horrible to oversleep. Okay, anyways, enough about that. So this weekend I did get a lot of stitching done. This week I got some stitching done. Couple of nights I just came in, I was just so tired. I just kind of died on the couch, turned on the TV, and just picked up some stitching. A couple of other nights I just died on the couch and never even thought about stitching. But this weekend at work, I was able to do quite a bit of stitching. I had a new start that you're gonna freak out whenever you see it because it was so funny. I was like, I'm just gonna stitch. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. And then I was like, I could finish this thing today. I didn't, because we had 2 major calls. But if I had not been distracted for like 3 hours, I could have potentially gotten a lot further. So I was like, wow. So that was fun. So for those of you who are just new, I got to thinking, I was like, some people are probably walking into this wondering what's going on. For those of you who are new, my motto for stitching is therapy. And I do not take that lightly, so please don't think that I do. I have been in therapy now for almost 3 months. After realizing that I just could not cope with trying to help myself get better after a tragedy last year. And sometimes you just have to do that. You just have to reach out and get help. And so immediately after our event, we lost our home in a fire, lots of stuff. My aunt and my sister rallied, and they were like, you're going to have to do something, because they just know my mindset. Like, you're going to have to do something. And so my sister started ordering me dimensions kits, and she ordered different flosses online, not a clue what to do. You know, she didn't know what she was looking at, because she just like, do you still cross stitch? And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, but I just lost everything. And she was like, I'll take care of it. So the dimensions kits are beautiful. And I have one started, and I do anticipate doing both of them. It's been 1.5 years, y'all. But then my aunt, you know, she called me over, and we started talking about, you know, what to do. And so she gave me some material and some patterns, and I went through and I got some thread and, or floss. And, so it just kind of snowballed from there. So I was stitching after I got the hang of the fact that this was going to help my train of thought. I got to furiously stitching, and then she was like, you should watch Flosstube. And so I started, and things just snowballed from there, and here I am. So, and I've talked to my therapist. I was like, what's the deal? I don't know. And he's like, you're directing your brain, and that's awesome, and it's amazing. And so he's like, please keep stitching. And so that's what I do. And I want to motivate and help other people to realize that stitching is very healthy for you, especially if you've got a lot going on. You know, it helps to keep your brain tracked in a certain space. And so that's where I'm at. It's very, very helpful some nights. When sleep doesn't happen, stitching does. And so I get a lot done, and I get a lot done. So mentally, emotionally, physically, I'm taken care of. So, yeah, that's where that's at. So I just want to encourage you, if you've, you know, got stuff going on and stitching is your place to hide and get away and take care of yourself, please do so. That's important. That's important for your health. That's important for your brain. You're keeping your brain activated, and you can take yourself away from the stress and strain to kind of rejuice, like fill up your tank all the way. So, yep. Okay, so let's look at what I got done this week. I've got stuff scattered. I want to see everything. All right, so I honestly forgot that I was even working on this for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, oh yeah, I need to get this out. This is a Thanksgiving piece. It's called Harvest Sampler. And so I pulled it back out, and I've got more done on the cornucopia. I added some more pieces, and then I just started down here because this looks super easy and fun to do. And it was. I worked on that last night for, I don't know, a couple of hours. So it's just pretty bordering. There's lots of letters in there. My grandma will not be enthused about that. This piece my uncle has already claimed. He loves it. So he's like, is that for me? My aunt laughed. I thought, well, I can put it at your seat where you eat for Thanksgiving, and then you can call it yours. So I'm looking forward to getting that done. And that's actually, I thought it was going to be like a fast piece. It's not a fast piece, but it's an easy piece. So that makes it, you know, worth it. I put in some stitches in the bats and boos. I started this with Fat Quarter Shop. The stitch along isn't happening, but I did put in some stitches on the pumpkin. This is a very light, I think it's like Icelandic gray Ada. And you see all that white? Yeah, other people were smart and did that in a different color. That white frustrates me. But I've already started it and I'm going to get it done. Because I do want to get it done. It's a beautiful piece. It's just so white. Oh! And this bag, and I have another one with yellow on it, came from my Aunt Donna. Look how huge that is. She ordered some and she was like, I have something for you. And I was like, I wasn't expecting you to give me anything. And she was like, well, you'll use these. And I was like, okay. And then she pulls them out. I was like, oh, that's a huge bag. She was like, yep, I have 2 of them. So I was so thankful. So thank you, Aunt Donna. And they're already being put to use. Then I have the Autumn Homes by Whispered by the Wind. These are the birdhouses that I'm doing for my grandma. I have so many things that I'm going to get done in the next 3 months. Focus, Melissa, focus. So I got the little cat done. So this is September, October, November. And so I was super excited about the little cat. They're all birdhouses, and that birdhouse is a haunted house. And so I cannot wait to get that done. Not that I've never really been into like haunted houses and decorating for Halloween and stuff, but the cross stitch projects are so cute. And then this is Little Quaker Halloween. So I think since you guys have seen this last, I think I got this completed. The key, this little spotter guy. Look how cute the pumpkin is. That's Aunt Donna's favorite part, the angry pumpkin. And then I was starting on this. This is a tombstone. It says rest in peace. Or RIP, I think it says. That stitch is pretty fast. So, kind of just running through these. I hope it's not too fast for you guys. This is Bats in the Belfry. Words, they're not easy sometimes. This is the drawn thread. That's just hanging thread. Hang on a second. Let me get it to where you guys can tell where I'm at. So I got the tree. He's done, and I'm starting in on the letters. I was so excited about that. The letters are black. The tree was 3371, I think. Is the number? Yeah. So he's a dark little guy. And he was fun to do. I was all over the places on those stitches. And then this is the one that Aunt Donna was excited for me to get worked on because it's super cute. I feel like this will be something that I work on this week and get far, if not done. Because all I have left to do is the 4 little tombstones. So, there I am. And then, this is a short video. I just don't have a lot going on. Last but not least, this is the one you're going to be surprised at. So I showed you guys I got the seasonal kit in from Fat Quarter Shop last week. Forgot that I had done that because I'm not buying any more patterns. And look, isn't it pretty? So I started in the middle, so I got the gold leaf, and then I did all of the border. Again, I think that's 3371. And so that little leaf on the right was the same color as the border, and I was right there. And so I just did that, you know, to get that one done. And then I started filling in the acorn top. So my gel administrator came up yesterday and she was like, what is it? It's an acorn made up of leaves. Isn't that pretty? So, that much done. This week is completely full. So I want to finish. I don't think the acorn's going to take a lot. I think it's just time, you know, just doing the leaves and filling in the top. I think I may take it today. It's Monday. Monday's usually court and catching up from the weekend. Our court lady has been on vacation all week last week, so she'll be catching up this week. So that might be, you know, a little bit harder to work with. So let me think. For my goals this week, tomorrow I will be at Mom's and then probably come home and mow. It's almost fall. Like, we wake up and like it's cooler, and so I don't know, we probably got a month more of mowing, but so I think I'm gonna see if I can borrow Aunt Dawn and Uncle Gary's push mower and just get my lawn mowed. And it's hard to find somebody later in the season, but it's fine. It'll be good exercise, right? And then let's see, Wednesday through the weekend. This weekend, I know I work, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think I work the night shift on Friday. I know on Friday I do, and then on Saturday I think I do. So if I work overnight, I can get a lot done. Phone doesn't ring as much, and hopefully, knock on wood, things won't be crazy. So, but anyways, I could potentially get 2 completed, potentially. So I think I'll work on Last Stitch Cemetery. I'm thinking about what I'm going to take to work with me, and the acorn, because the stitching is hard, and the Little Quaker Halloween, like I'm off. You'll never see it because I'm not going to tell you, but I'm off 1 stitch on that one. And I know for a fact that was a distracted stitching. The birdhouses are hard to do just because they're all over the place. And the bats and the boos, I'm not even thinking about taking that to work. That white would tick me all the way off at work, and that would be horrible. Because the Thanksgiving piece is in the book, that's harder to deal with. It's hard for me to pick up and throw aside if I need it out of the way. So I'm not taking that to work. So yeah, I think I'll take the acorn and Last Stitch Cemetery with me. Hopefully we can just get through the day and it'd be uneventful, and the phone will ring a million times and it'll be fine. And I'll just stitch. The guys know when I'm stitching hard. They're like, we're not going to bother her. Because I'll turn on my music. I'll turn on my Sirius on my phone. And I just go to town. And they're like, what's she doing? I'm like, no, never mind. She's in her element. It'll be fine. All right. So this is a short video, guys. Very short. And Donna said she likes them shorter just because you don't have to focus as much. And I've been talking more than I've been showing stuff. So I don't know how that'll go over. Anyways, I want to end with an inspirational quote, as I always like to do, just to get your week going. And this is by Morgan Harbert Nichols. And she says, you are free to believe that things can be better than they ever were last year. Yes. And not because things will be perfect or fall in place in sudden ways, but because your decision to cling to the light will carry you through as you wait, reminding you ever so gently, you are loved and you are seen, and no matter what happens from here, you will be guided through each new thing. So there we go. You're loved and you are seen, and if you need anything, please reach out to me. I love commenting back to you guys. Some of you guys have pretty much commented every video, and I really appreciate that. Sometimes it's just a validation that, you know, people are enjoying, and you just want to make sure that, you know, people actually enjoy what you're doing. And sometimes it's just like, hey, I'm just, you know, saying hi, and I appreciate that. Even though we're spread all across the country and all across the world, the Flosstube community and the people who are enjoying our crafts with us seem to just make things a lot easier and a lot more special. It validates our need for community and for understanding that what we're doing isn't just a hobby, but it's something that really makes us happy. Like, literally, we enjoy doing this together. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for being an active participant, and for loving on each other, loving on me, and cheering us on. So if you are not already following me on Instagram, I am mlore433, MLORE 433 on Instagram. On Facebook, I'm Melissa Lore. Facebook is more about everything in life, and Instagram is a lot of decorating and stitching, Flosstube kind of stuff. I put a lot more on there than I do Facebook, because Facebook's like everything. It's church people, it's work people, it's school people, it's everything. But anyways, so feel free to join me on the social medias, just to have fun and visit. I've been decorating my house lately for fall, and got my room redecorated, put it all on Instagram. I did put it on Facebook too. So thanks to a friend, I was able to get some new things done up in my room. So excited about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to head out. No more stalling. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Keep smiling, keep stitching, and take care of yourself. Bye.